Hi everyone, Karaoke Moments here welcomes you to another video. Today we'll be looking at life conversation as usual in this channel, and we are going to find out the reason why it is better to be a hard person than an easy person to be dealt with. And this is a topic that we are going to be dealing as a team. I want to welcome you as well as we discuss, and let me know whether you agree with this title. It is better to become hard to deal with than to be an easy play, or than being easy to play with. And when I was thinking about this, I thought about situations in our life when we have to be hard on our decisions, hard on who we are, hard on making how we come up unto people and front ourselves to people. Number one point that I have for us is you can never please everyone. No matter how hard you try to do this, you can never please everyone. You will always, just taking a position because this point is important. You can always try to be good to people, try to please people, but you can only try with an effort to some people, not everyone. So you can never please everyone. And there are some situations where it is too hard. Some people, it's just their personalities. Some people may never even be people you can please easily. Some people are just sulkers. They sulk and sulk. Some people are just unhappy. Sometimes you never even understand other people. That is why I'm saying you will come out as a very hard person and as a person who is hard to be pleased. But most of the time, it will be them who are hard to be pleased. People will want to override in you, will want to take advantage of you. Whenever you are, you can be able to be unhappy. The other day, I was seeing one of a diasporan person posting a video on YouTube, and they were one of the social medias. Honestly, I can't remember which one, but on the social media street, yeah. And they were saying how when someone is in the, at least I know the person is in America, in the US. So they were posting and saying how you will work hard when you're in the US, you'll be sending money to your people back here in Africa, in the village. They will never get enough. Some of them will be complaining. Remember, not everyone. Some people appreciate even just a $10 or a £10 or a €10, and they'll be very happy. They'll be comfortable. They'll send all the God's blessings to you, and they'll be happy and saying, oh, thank you so much. Because honestly, they look at it from the exchange rate back in our homes, because these currencies being one of the higher denominated ones, like to change £1 into whichever Kenya shillings or Nigerian naira or Ghanaian cedis or whichever currency that is back in Africa, and most of other countries actually, it means a lot, you know. So someone will appreciate because they are not entitled, but some people, they'll never appreciate. They'll always be complaining. So this man, I remember, is a man who I watched that video, was saying, at times you need to be hard to get, because some people, even when you send money, maybe it's even a friend or a family relation, a relative you're sending to set them a business or something, they don't do that. Then when you want to hold them accountable what they did with the money, they will not even answer you, but they'll keep on saying, oh, you are so hard with your cash. You mean you only gave me £50? You only gave me $50 or something. You only gave me $200 or £200 or 1,000. Like, they are insatiable. So in such moments, he was saying, you'd rather be hard. You'd rather not be famous, because you know you've done your very best, and some people will never be pleased. What do you think? Especially you people who live in the diaspora, what can you say? Do you at times feel sometimes the way they say people at you are trying to help back at home may not even appreciate? And it's not only people at home, even in the same diaspora where we are living, some personalities, some people will never get enough. They'll never be happy. They'll always complain. So that is what we are saying. It is important for you to be hard than be played with or be joked around with, and yet you're hurting, and yet you're not even happy, and yet you are regretting. Number two, make the right choices. So you find yourself, you have so many things to choose from, maybe on who you can deal with, be it a business deal, be it maybe something you want someone to do it for you. You need to make very informed decisions, make the right choices, because if you keep on making the wrong choices, you're bound to get more hurt every time. You need to be hard. You need to say, this year or from now, this moment, I am not going to be dealing with someone who is untruthful, someone who is lying to me all the time, repeatedly. You are able to say, no, this now I am going to be seen as if I'm selfish, because at times I think it's good to be selfish, because you might want to be very generous with everything you're doing. You know, your time, there are people who will never even visit you. You're only the one who is visiting them. Sometimes it is money. Some people will never even spend anything on you. Okay, you don't give so that you're given. But what I'm saying is, some people are just not even appreciating the little you're trying to do. So you need to make the right choices. You need to know how to make the right choices and how to say no, because no is a good answer and no is a complete sentence. You need to learn on how to do that. Point number 3, you need to be firm and assertive. And before this, I want to ask you whether you've remembered to like the video. Have you remembered to do that? Okay, if you have, thank you. If you haven't, please do it now, and continue also sharing our videos and commenting. It helps us to grow. So number 3 of why it is better to become hard to deal with than easy to be played with, it is to be firm and assertive. This is when you make a decision, you can take some time. It helps not to be very quick in some of these things. Take your time, look at it, what you should do, pray about it for those ones who pray, ask God on the directions. And once you make that decision and you know you're doing it for the right and for the good of that situation, of that decision, be firm and assertive. Stick to that. Do not waver and start changing goals and start saying, oh, let me now do this because I think this person is not happy. This person is saying I'm a difficult person or I'm a hard person to be dealt with. If it favors you, and most of the time, if it is what is good for you, and you know even God, you feel you are in peace. Why I'm saying how to even ask yourself whether you're making the right decision. Are you in peace? Are you feeling happy? Are you feeling good about it? If you are, then stick to that decision. Be firm and assertive. Even if the person is asking you why you are so hard or why you made that decision, you can always explain if you want to. Anyway, not necessarily you have to, but you can explain and tell the person, yes, I'm making this decision because I've given you a chance 1, 2, 3 times. You've still repeated this. And that is why I'm making a decision of saying no, or making this decision of saying no anymore. Then number 4, why you need to be hard to be dealt with is do not be reactive. Do not be reactive. What you need to do instead is cut them from your interactions. If someone is just becoming hard and you're just becoming into an argument mode all the time, what is important for you to be emotionally intelligent is for you just to say no. And you cut the interactions. You can be able just to say no to the associations. I don't know. I find it easy for me if someone is on my phone, for example, so that I don't get tempted to call them. I just disconnect, I just block, I just make sure they're not on my phone. I block them or something, because I do not want to get into a situation whereby I'm being made to always argue or just feel bad. I can do that. But most of the time, what I know I find it more beneficial is dialogue. But sometimes it's not even possible to make that dialogue, or the person that you're reaching out is not even willing to listen or to do the dialogue. So at that point, you can just disconnect. You can just come out of that discussion, come out. For example, it's a relationship that is causing you pain. Maybe it's a boyfriend, girlfriend. Do you know, even sometimes when people are dating, I've had people that they were, the first time they were slapped, or the boyfriend, when they had gone out, when they were still dating, spat on them, like literally spitting saliva on someone's face, or walking out on them, or banging their tables, or being mean to the waiter. You see all these aggressions and you think, oh, this person is just because they are single, they are dealing with it. When they get married, to me, we will be better. And then when you get married, it becomes like literally war, whereby the man and the woman, they are literally fighting. And when you're asked, did you see it coming? They say, yeah, since date 1, maybe this happened. So I think at that point, the best thing is just walk out on them. Just tell them, I don't think we are having any situations that we have the same liking or the same goodness. So you let them know and understand. If not, it is okay to say no and end it. And number 5, that is where we even fetch it further by saying be courageous, because it needs courage and act here and now. Sometimes we postpone things so much, which causes even greater pain. So there's a time when you just need to say no. You just need to come to an agreement with yourself and say no, and be able to say, you know what, me and you, we are not seeing these things from the same perspective. If you're a business partner, if you're friends, if you're even colleagues or something, you can tell, even if it's a colleague, you tell them, hey, you know what, let's just stick to our professionalism. Let's stick to our tasks at work. I think we're better colleagues than friends. And that is why sometimes it might not be easy to have friends at workplaces. Some people, their friendship thrive, but some people, they can't. Or maybe just you can decide, this person, I've tried better neighborhoodness and it's not working. We can't get good neighborhoodness. And you say, okay, let's just be neighbors. Or at times there are even maybe relatives. Some relatives, are just good in relatives. You can meet in occasions. When you try to bring them close, it doesn't work out. So the time to act is now. Think about it, decide what you want, make the best choices, one for yourself, and what favors you. Decide whatever favors you is what you are going to go for first. And when you decide, then tell yourself again and again, it is better to be hard to deal with than easy to play with, because out of that playing, that is where you get hurt more and more. Do you agree with me? Kindly make your comments. Let's continue discussions in our community, and let's hear what we have to say. Do you agree with me? Sometimes you have to be selfish. You have to be hard on your decisions other than easy to be played with. In the next video, we will see you and we will discuss further about life conversations. Remember, life is a journey and you walk in it. You walk in it. Till we get to see you again, we very happy that you are able to continue joining us and being able to share our videos and comment and be a big family for Karaoke Moments. God bless you.